Hi Longhorns, Miss Vinchesi here. I'm super excited to have you in my class this year and welcome you to our virtual open house. I know things are going to be a little bit different this year, but I just want to say hi, introduce myself, and give you a quick rundown on some things we're going to learn in class, some things that you might need, and give you some contact info you have for when I see you when we start class next week. All right, so I'm going to share a PowerPoint with you so we can kind of see and go through that. So again, I'm Ms. Vinchesi. Welcome to our virtual open house and welcome to 8th grade language arts. So a little bit about me, you do pronounce my name Vinchesi, left that up there, leave it up on the board for the first couple weeks. I went to Oregon State University where I got my bachelor's in English. I graduated with a master's in English education from UF, go Gators. This is my second year at JLMS on the Marsh Tackies and I absolutely love it, but it is my 6th year in Pasco County, so not new to this, taught high school before, but love it at JLMS, super happy to be a Longhorn and super happy you guys are here in my class. I'm also a mom to a 1-year-old, my little girl Finley. It's her right there being super cute, or cat in the corner, and I have a dog as well. So some things that you can expect. So each quarter, we're going to focus on a different theme, and we're going to explore that through different texts and writing assignments. So our curriculum has changed up a little bit this year, so things are going to be a little bit different. So we'll kind of figure we'll introduce things as we go, we'll talk about it, but we're going to be looking at a lot of, like I said, different complex texts, different writing assignments, different perspectives, different authors, to kind of give you a big global view on things. So again, what you can expect from the class, you're going to be challenged to think and learn. We're going to think outside the box. We're going to work on our critical thinking skills. It's been a while since we've been in the classroom learning again. We had our summer, we had a crazy 4th quarter, but we're here to learn and we're here to think, and I'm here to help you become the best thinker and learner you can be. You're going to read a novel in class, at least one. We will do some literature circles in quarter 3, so we've got a couple different novels we're going to do on top of our complex text that we're doing in class, which will be fiction and nonfiction, things like that. We are going to write. It's English language arts, that's part of it. We'll work on revising, we'll work on publishing our writing, we'll go through kind of all different things, we'll do a lot of stuff online, we'll practice our typing, all that good stuff. We're still gonna have discussions, might be a little bit different with our math this year, but we're still gonna talk because that's one of the best things about literature, right? We read it, we can talk about it, we get new perspectives, we learn about the world. It's what I love about language arts, and I'm hoping that's what you guys will love too. We do get to do TEDx. And 3rd quarter, you guys will have a topic presented by the county. We will research it. You'll make a presentation. It's going to be super fun. Don't be nervous. We're going to have a good time. Again, you're going to give presentations. We've got our quarterly checks we got to take. We're going to complete a fun end of the year reflection project. We didn't get to do this last year because of all the craziness in 4th quarter, but this should be something that's always really fun. We kind of reflect on middle school as a whole. We think about our 8th grade year, our teachers, our friends, all the things that have gotten us to where we are as we're getting ready to move on to high school. And then we're going to have fun while we're learning. Again, we've got some new challenges this year, with less group work and things, but I am still going to do my best. We are going to have fun. We are going to have a good time, and our class is going to be a good place to be. Details about our course will be included in the syllabus, which is going to be sent home by the 1st week of school. We'll go over it, we'll talk about it. Parents, I need you to review that and then sign it with your kids. We might do a virtual signing this year, I'm not sure yet, we'll see. But I still want to make sure everybody knows what to expect, knows what our rules are and things like that. So that's where things like our cell phone policy or late policy, all that good stuff will be. Just so you're aware, there are no cell phones to be used in class unless we're using them for academic reasons, which we'll probably do a lot this year, especially with all, I want you guys to be able to work together and do things. We'll probably do a lot of stuff on My Learning. All right, so materials that you are going to need in class. This is really important because this year we can't share materials, right? So you can't borrow pencils from other people. You can't borrow pencils and colored pencils and those fun things that I am normally able to supply you with. So if I give you something, it's yours now. So I need you to help me out and make sure you have all of these things that you need. So you're going to need a composition notebook, a 1-inch binder with 5 dividers. If you don't by dividers, you could just get construction paper, you can get Post-it notes, we can make it work. You're gonna need college ruled notebook paper to put in your binder. I need dark ink pens, so blue or black ink only. When we get the crazy colors, it gets really hard to read. It's just a little nuts. If you wanna take notes and stuff in your own colors, that's fine, but when you're submitting things, it needs to be blue or black ink. You might also want some pencils as well. 4 different colored highlighters, as much as you can. At least have some highlighters. A 2 pocket prong folder so that you can put that in your binder. And then if you can have just 1 pack of colored pencils or markers, whichever you prefer, that's fine. We do a lot of different things. I want to be able to do some creative coloring things, but I need you guys to have those this year because I can't supply them because we can't share supplies because we need to be sanitary. On the side, I have my wish list. This is things that I need and probably your other teachers need too, but our classroom is always in need of these things, and some of these especially this year. So tissues, hand sanitizer, Clorox wipes, obviously those are big things this year with COVID and everything. We're gonna need those things more than ever. Notebook paper, computer paper is always welcome. We go through a lot of that, students go through a lot of that. And then if you have any books lying around at home that you wanna donate to our classroom library, that would be super awesome and helpful. We're always looking to expand that. Our in-class novel, that is also something that you're gonna need, is gonna be Refugee by Alan Gratz. It's a really great story. We've done this the past 2 years now. Students really like it, us teachers really like it. It's a good time. But you do need a copy of it for an in-class novel study. We can't share copies per COVID guidelines from the district. So again, make sure you have your own copy. We will have a class set, but again, that's gonna be you need to check it out, and we only have about 30 for all the students, so make sure you get your own. If you haven't already gotten a copy, I know it is on your school supply list, you can also do so through the Scholastic Book Club, which you just go to their website, you enter in this VYBVP code, and then it's gonna get sent directly to the classroom if you don't wanna deal with it at home. And it's usually a little bit cheaper than it is on Amazon or in the bookstore, but check it out. We will talk about when specifically we're gonna read this novel. Again, it might be a little bit different this year just because our curriculum's shifting a little bit, but we are gonna read it in class together and it's gonna be a good time. All right, so as far as grading goes, we've got couple different categories that are going to break down this way. So our 40%, which is our biggest, is going to be our assessments category. So this is any tests that we have at the end of a story or a unit, any projects we have, any essays we have. All of those things are going to be that big 40% category. Now essays, you're always going to be able to revise and bring up your grades. So if you do it and you're like, oh, this was not my best work, I wish I had a higher grade, you'll be able to revise it, look at my feedback, look at other feedback, revise it, redo it, and resubmit it. Any standard-based assessment is going to be 35% of your grades. These are going to be our larger assignments. So maybe like our small in-class projects that we work on for about a week or so. When we get ready to do Refugee, we do some background information on the 3 different time periods in the novel. That would be a standards-based assignment. And then 20% of your grade is going to be skills application. This is your assignments, your discussions, your in-class writing. So things that we kind of do on like a daily basis that are, we're working. So these are going to be our quizzes. We've learned the skill. Now we're practicing applying it. So all those assignments where you get questions at the end of a story or a worksheet at the end of the story, things like that, this is where that will go. 5% is going to be our skills practice. So as we're learning, as we're working on it, that's where this is going to go. So your homework that you're not going to have very often, but when you do, this is the category it's going to go in. Small little quizzes. We have grammar quizzes in between, a reading quiz, a little reading check. This is where it's going to go. And then any participation, which would be with things like, discussions, or if we're doing group work, when we're working in our literature circles, that you're doing what you need to do, those kinds of things, not a daily participation grade. We're also going to have a common formative assessment category in the grade book. That, as you can see, doesn't have a weight. So this is going to be not homework quizzes and participation. This is going to be just CFAs. So these are little quizzes that will start if we're working on a standard like theme. I might give you a quick, 2-page story to read and ask you 4 questions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, where are we with theme? How well do we know it? And then we'll go from there. If the whole class gets a 4 on it, then we're good. I know that we just need a quick practice and then we can move on. If everybody gets a 1 or a 2, then I know we need to spend a little bit more time with it. So those are just the things that I'm checking to make sure we're good, we got it, or oh, we need some more work. Whatever it is, that will go there so you can see it in the grade book, but it doesn't actually affect your grade. Because again, it's just a data point and we're not going to hold that against you. All right, reading. It's language arts. I love to read. I know not everybody else does, but we're going to work on getting you there. So I am going to encourage you all to carry a book with you at all times for independent reading. Reading on a regular basis can impact high stakes testing scores and improve your performance. It's been done in study after study after study after study. It's really important that we do it. You can also check out books from our classroom library once you've signed a permission slip. Finally, this is my contact information. I have my email right here, and I also have our remind code. Our class remind is really good because I can send you a quick message reminding you of something, as well as if you have a question, you're like, oh, I'm working on this homework, or oh, I'm trying to remember when this due date is. I don't really want to send Ms. Vinchesi an email. It's kind of late. If you text me a message on Remind, I'm going to respond to it because it pops up on my phone. So I've got 2 of them here. I've got one for our on-campus classes and one for our online classes. The only difference is that there's an O for our online classes. We're going to have it different just because things might stretch out a little bit different, but that's kind of it. So you've got that information there and we can see it. It's going to be a different school year. Things are a little crazy. We've got masks, we've got trying to social distance. We're doing what we need to do, but we will get there. And we're gonna do great. So I'm excited to meet all of you and get to know you. We're gonna learn so much this year. You're gonna have fun your 8th grade year. We've got this. You've got this. You've got this together. We're gonna have a good time, and I am super excited to meet you and get to know you. So I hope that was all you need. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm excited to see you next week, and I look forward to being in a room with all of you people again. All right, bye guys.